Last night, Joe ran great. It was a last-minute meet put on at the Prickly Pear Invitational in Phoenix here. But, you know, he put himself right in it, and he's been training really good. He's had PRs, you know, after PR, and he's been training well, but it's also large periods of time between races. I knew he was fit, but you also have to put yourself in the race, but they show up every time. Like, that's what makes them great athletes.
No, you ran it beautifully, especially like you positioned yourself well and you moved your way up. I feel like people started to panic. Yeah, and you kind of just stayed and relaxed, and then when it started to spread out, you
I think I yelled at him with a lap to go, just give yourself a chance, you know, just go for it. And he put himself right in the race, and I said, don't be afraid to take a shot at it. And so he put himself right in there with guys that he's been racing against, and these are all people that he's going to see at the Olympic trials. So it was pretty good to see him get in there, have the confidence, and go for it.
Yeah, no, I thought on a perfect day I could run close to 7:35. So 39 off of a little bit of a slow pace is really good. You know, I've never closed 800 meters in under 2 minutes, and I think I was 156 for the last 800. So that's something I've never done, and we ran 108 miles last week and 90 miles this week, and so if I can rest up a bit, I think that might mean I have a little more in the tank.
So many, I can't stop. This one is a Levi collab, yeah.
Oh.
Hey guys, this is our house, Scottsdale, Arizona. Let us show you the house around.
This is the kitchen. We have a big feast coming up tonight, a potluck where everybody's making food for from their own countries. I'm making a good Midwestern casserole because I'm a good Midwestern girl.
Also, we got these oranges from the neighbor. That one, he gave us a whole bag of oranges from his tree, and then I stole a few lemons of that tree, but don't tell them.
As you can see, we're not the cleanest people.
No, we are. This is Dathan's closet.
Yeah, this is Dathan's closet.
Here. Is that where you sleep too? They put you in there?
I have the pull-out sofa, actually, is where I sleep. I sleep on the pull-out sofa.
This is the Alicia.
There's Alicia's room, but this is a little small.
This is Alicia's Harry Potter closet.
Perfect.
We spend all of our time watching Love Island. Oh, it's not on.
No, we don't watch Love Island. We do some documentaries and such.
Educational shows.
A little bit different diversity shows and such. And then we roll with roll. You know, like, you can pick whatever you want these days, you know. And mine obviously is the best because it's Polska, you know. You got that? What? So there's a Kip room. I don't know if we can go in. Kip! There he is! That's Kip and his room for last night. And then there's a bathroom, but Alicia's in the bathroom. Everybody showers.
I put my things in a drawer because, you know, better, you know, cleanly that way, but some people decide to just put it.
And here's Emily's room. She obviously got a good style here, you know. Perfect 2 windows. And then that room is my room. I was the lucky one to get a private bathroom. And then this is an altitude tent. As you see, nobody else sleeps in those because there have been some trouble.
This is our wonderful yard that I'm sure you guys have seen. I spend a lot of time here.
It's our second room.
This is my sweat box.
You know, ROLL Recovery.
At the top. Should have whipped cream move again. Oh yeah. Dig deeper! Alicia, stop interrupting me, please. I'm on camera. Yeah, this is the men's house. We got Joe at the front. He usually guards the house, making sure no one comes in or out that we don't want. So this is the living room where people like to chill out and play way too much video games. We drink a lot of LaCroix because we don't like drinking the tap water here because we're too privileged from Boulder. Boulder water's too nice. Yeah, it's a regular kitchen. This is my baby. I brought this with us. It's just an espresso machine. And as Carlos would know,
do laundry.
We get very smelly. So this is the laundry. Geordie's room. Once you cross into there, you're crossing into New Zealand territory, so I don't know if I would really want to go in, but attitude chain over there, he's not using it. He's not even using it. He's a bit soft. And this is our bathroom. So Dathan will only come to our place to use the bathroom and eat our food, which is cool because then we can hang out with him. This is Carl's room. So he bought a 70-inch TV while we're down here. He's got storage. This is pretty much all those boxes for the TV, so he doesn't even like store clothes in here.
Yeah, it's
literally
still
just
in my bag.
Yeah. It's literally storage for his 70-inch TV.
Yeah, it is. It's the packaging because we gotta get it to Boulder somehow.
And then we got Joe's room. Joe's in there right now, actually. I don't know how he beat me in here, but he's got an ensuite because that's Joe. He's got an ensuite there.
Own bathroom.
Yeah, and then
Own
he's got
bathroom.
own TV.
Oh wow.
Massive TV.
Look how nice it is.
Yeah.
Although my bed's more comfy than his. So.
Yeah, this is the uncomfortable bed.
Last room in the house is mine. Yeah, pretty chill. I mean, these rooms are super nice. I think I have the comfiest bed. That is our place. It's pretty basic. Oh, and as you can see, it's been decorated immaculately with our.
Wait, was it shown on the?
It's fantastic. I mean, this really, you know, makes sure Geordie's on his toes.
I kind of starting to 7 fucking points.
Huh? What are you talking about? We have that star. You guys can't see that star from your thing. No, I like to stir up Geordie. I think it's fun because there is that rivalry with Australia and New Zealand because New Zealand in itself is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Hopefully he doesn't hear me say this because I will probably regret it, but it's an amazing place to live and they've got amazing people, culture and great at sport too for the size that they are. And we kind of beef about local sports, rugby, cricket and track and field.
You're working out with Ali Oren, you know? What's going to happen.
I thought he was working out with me. Which one is it? It's true.
There's also origins like pavlova and certain other foods where Australia claims to have the origin for that, but then New Zealand claims it, and there's all this debate about it. It's all online. You can check it out if you want.
Well, no, pavlova's
it's like an ongoing argument.
You guys put your arguments aside.
No. The argument with this is the origins have been placed in New Zealand, and then the people also claim it's been Australian.
We claim it in Wellington, and then they claim it in Perth.
Yeah, so we gotta like. So that's actually the perfect dish for us because we both claim it. So.
When really it's actually from Mexico.
There was also the marmite vegemite situation. I don't know if you guys have heard of vegemite. Vegemite is the best. What are you talking about, Geordie? You're corrupting him with marmite, which is garbage.
Objectively, dude. I don't not even buy it.
Yeah,
objectively, it's good.
Have you tried Vegemite properly? You probably haven't.
Marmite has way more sugar.
No, it doesn't. No. I refuse to believe that.
Sweeter.
I mean, objectively, Marmite just tastes better. Yeah. I don't like Vegemite, but yeah, I don't know. Marmite's good though.
It goes for about 25 minutes, and then all of a sudden I say, "Oh, Geordie, go and hang out with your sheep," and then he'll make fun of me, you know, hanging out with kangaroos. Like it's just, you know, that sort of banter stuff. Wait, what's your social life? Eating tiramisu?
Yeah, basically. No, I just don't play Xbox. That was all I was getting.
Wait. I think I'm more social from playing Xbox because I meet random people, like 12-year-old Koreans that beat me in. Now that we're training together, it's fun because I was actually even this morning training with him. I looked at his glorious ponytail and I thought, oh, that's a New Zealander in front of me. I'm training with a New Zealander in America. You know, we're both competing in a track and field sport, and it's kind of wild thinking about that because we have that underlying rivalry from countries, but we also have that big mutual respect, and I think it's cool to have that. But we definitely like to stir each other up. Oh, we love to bicker like an old married couple, and Carlos and Joe will laugh it off. And Geordie and I might get a little bit hurt about certain things, but we get over it.
This is gonna be. We're about to win 21-0.
Come on, Carlos. Ooh, that's so fast.
Bounce.
Yikes, no.
Oh, come on.
Oh! Yes! I helped.
15 all?
Yeah.
Making some wings and kielbasa, sausage. Yeah, just wings. I mix them with olive oil and paprika. And then just sausage cut in the cool way. See the pot in there? You release the sauces down. And then it makes the sausage like better taster. You try yourself, you see. I didn't see the boys cook much. And then the girls, we all kind of collaborate a little bit.
Well, this night isn't very good.
And then we can just have pasta tomorrow night because I'll have a lot left.
Alicia does make the best salads.
Alicia is
she's studying dietetics, like nutrition, so she's really good at coming up with meals that are tasty but also like actually give us the nutrition that we need, as opposed to just like bratwurst and stuff.
I don't know. I think that we've got something good going on. I don't trust the guys so much though. So
Yeah.
Hey, Kip.
Carlos, you want a pancake?
Oh, yeah, sure. Is this chocolate?
I fed him one when he was on the elliptigo the other day.
The one thing I do know that is all 4 of us can cook, but some of us don't like to cook as much. I know Carlos is a great cook, but he will pick and choose his time to cook.
Do you need that big bowl? I mean, I need to put 5 avocados in there, but there's no medium-sized bowl. There's just a bowl. Yeah, from my hometown, whenever you go there, you'll find a lot of like street food, as you do basically all over Mexico. But the state of Sonora, where I'm from, we have this. Those hot dogs are actually like from there. They're called Sonoran dogs. And yeah, they're wrapped in bacon, and then you find like trucks everywhere throughout my hometown with like these like food trucks, and they'll sell you like, you can pay however much, like I think it's like $1 and you'll get like a hot dog or something like that. And like, yeah,
What was that special sauce stuff?
yeah, it was like it's avocado sauce. We call it guacamole, but it's different, you know, there or here. I'm gonna start crying just putting this in. Oh god. But yeah, it's basically just avocados and then a bunch of stuff blended together, and it becomes like creamy. So then you basically just cake your hot dog in it, and yeah, it's really good. So yeah, that's why I was like, it's something quick that you can make, but it's like everybody seems to like it every time I make it. So. Yeah.
We're eating Kenyan food. It's the secret to running fast. Is that right?
Yeah.
Look how proud he looks. Look at that. I'm going to eat. I don't care.
What is this called, Kip?
It's just cabbage. Kenyan food doesn't have names.
I know they don't teach you before.
We don't have any patience lessons in Poland, do you?
Anybody else starving to death?
I am starving, Carl.
I ate a bag of popcorn not too long ago. So.
Yeah, you look hungry.
I'm hangry right now.
Look, it's looking good. It's not really getting brown. I know. I probably made the worst meal out of everybody here. Joe will eat it. He has to race tomorrow.
Hey, did you say 15 people?
What would you make for a girl? That's what I just asked.
Yeah, it depends on what she wanted. So if she wants
it, but if she didn't,
there's a lot of.
It's a blind date. You don't know if she didn't tell you what she wants.
All right, I would definitely make molletas.
Okay, guys, you won't believe it. What? The boys are just getting started.
No.
What?
Well, Jordy and Ollie, yeah, they're making dessert.
And Carlos said it's gonna be a while.
What?
What? We need more
Does the
people
sausages
for
with
that.
bacon wrapped up?
Oh, it's tough out here being a chef, you know.
It's a salad. I mean, Alicia can probably explain more, but there's it looks like there's some healthy stuff in there. You know, it looks healthy.
Are you gonna eat it?
Oh, I mean, it looks too healthy. No, of course.
It's ready.
We gotta take my.
We got a long ways to go, but we've got a good start. So, you guys say your thing. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right. Cheers.
Literally only our.
Oh, I see.
That big one. We can like cut them also in half.
Oh, the wings are good. Nothing good stuff.
He's getting my zits. My club is fucked, man. It's just been tough, you know. We're getting on spikes a lot. We're running some spikes, so they're getting beat up.
So I'm part of a warrior monk tribe, like a tribe called Kalenjin, and you are taught everything when you're younger. You're prepared how to treat your future wife or people you meet later in the future. So everything you end up doing, it's intentional. They tell you like you must prepare one life after another. When your spirit dies from one thing, you must become alive to something else. So they teach you how to avoid emotions or feelings by you having something else that is good than what it may be taken away from you. So running used to be my first passion, and I had to learn to become a sports massage and physiotherapist. So in case I end up getting injured or retire soon or something happens to me through running, I can be able to have a job still, to be able to continue with my passion in a different path.
My watch smells like sweat.
So you're gonna push your hip all the way to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on. Oh. One more.
Instagram influencers, yeah, they're like,
Our lights flashed before our eyes.
There was nowhere to run when I was. They like finished that right before my
Feel that.
freshman year of college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Back down. Relax. Breathe out.
Yeah, it's cool.
The coach-athlete relationship is something that I think it has to be close to matter, and every one of them's different. I mean, every athlete's different, and that's something that we want. I mean, we want individuals in this group.
Make a movie? I'm gonna be a star! Yeah! There's a lot more to elite running than you see on the surface level. Actually, I know there's a lot more to elite running, and Dathan has been through everything that you can imagine in the sport.
He is so caring. He gets that there's more to your life than just running.
I just try to create an environment for them where they can be themselves, because if they're going to be their best version of themselves, and if I can support them, I do everything I can to do that.
The things that he's been through in the sport have, whether he realized it at the time or not, I doubt he did, made him such an incredible coach, because he understands all the stressors, all the dynamics of like trying to figure out racing schedules and working with all these different types of people, and the business side behind it, but also like the emotional side and what you need to be successful on a personal level. And he really values time with your family and your loved ones and taking breaks, like mental health breaks, and just doesn't view you as kind of like a product.
Believe in your dreams. Never give up.
I was working the longest with Leah, you know, and she's someone I take maybe the most pride in where she's come from.
I got a bad toe.
When I first started working with her 2.5 years ago, I mean, she was 1.5 feet out the door in this running career, and she was so talented, so good.
I've just seen time and time again over the years him just understanding on a deeper level that somebody who didn't run professionally for so long at the levels that he did, like I don't know how you would ever totally get it.
You know, seeing her and Lewis get together, and I was coaching Lewis before, it's I don't know, it's something special to me.
It was one of those things, and Leah and most of these people too, like he's so professional right off the bat, so you know that you're in safe hands. But then as he kind of gets to know you, he kind of knows how to push your buttons, and like in that way you get a lot closer to him as a human being, and it goes from just professional to then like a much more personal friendship, and that's to his credit, you know, that's a skill that he has as a coach and as a person.
Yeah, I mean, I think the important thing to realize is that not every amazing Olympic runner makes a good coach, and vice versa. You don't have to have held the American record to then be a good coach. Like, those things don't go hand in hand. They happen to in Dathan's case, but it's definitely not required.
Jordy Beamish is like Carlos. I mean, those two are the most talented guys on the team, I think, honestly. They just maybe take the most out of the box thinking, because Jordy, he runs less than most people, but he does all the other little things. I mean, he trains probably an hour or two a day doing all the other things that the other people don't, because he wants to be great so much. But I have a soft spot in my heart because he's got world-class potential. When he moved to Boulder, he was 3 months into this injury, and we spent a lot of time together. You know, like, he was in my garage on the Ultra G.
Yeah, I mean, that was fun, actually. It kind of meant I spent a bit more time with him one-on-one in those first few months, so he was the perfect person to even just go through those first few months with.
I don't know, it frustrated me for him, because I wanted him to just be able to jump in with Joe and Ali and Carlos, who were training so well, and so now he's at that point, and it's just awesome to see him. When he opens up that stride, he's the most beautiful runner I've ever seen. It's just amazing.
Yeah, Dathan's an awesome coach. He understands the mental and emotional energy that goes into running, and I think that's really helpful, especially for me. Besides being a really good coach, he's just a really good person, and that's why I followed him to Colorado. When he asked me to move last spring, I was unsure. I'm very much a homebody, so to leave Michigan was kind of a big deal for me, but I knew the opportunity was one that I couldn't turn down, and it was one that he fought for me.
It was a big leap of faith for her, I think, to come out and join this group. She's a homebody. She's from Michigan. So like she said, this is the one shot and I really want to go for it. And I believed in her, otherwise I wouldn't have asked her to join the team either.
That in itself, I think, speaks volumes, is he didn't just leave me high and dry. He fought to have me there and instilled a lot of confidence in me that way. But I don't know that I would follow any other coach across the country. I had a coach who tried to get me to move to North Carolina before, and I was like, nope, I'm not leaving Michigan. But I did when Dathan asked, because it was a cool opportunity and I couldn't give up him coaching me because he's so good.
How's the water? Beautiful.
What? Damn it.
I'm one of those guys that I love, you know, like track and everything, but outside of like running it myself, I don't really dive in depth, and I don't really know much of like the lore, and you know, I don't really know who was good like 15 years ago, 10 years ago. But yeah, I remember when I was talking to On, they mentioned, oh yeah, Dathan Ritzenheim is probably going to be your coach. And the name rang a bell, but I didn't quite know who it was.
Carlos is someone that he has more talent in his pinky than most other people do. The situation for him has been a little tough to start because we've had some setbacks for sure, but it's also amazing to see the growth that we've had from him. When he first came, he was kind of like the ho-hum middle distance runner, and the strength that he built over the fall, I mean, he was dropping Joe in long runs.
You know, being injured at the moment, he keeps the morale high and tells him, like, you know, there's light at the end of the tunnel. I'm not gonna let you get out of shape. We're gonna, you know, tackle these cross training sessions, and by the time you get out, you know, you're gonna be ready to rock and roll.
He's gonna be someone that can close in major championships, and he's someone who can win a medal in a major championship. He just has all those tools. So I just need to continue working to get him healthy.
Or here, I'll just drop it on your.
They're just too jacked for marathoning.
Alicia Monson is, I really believe she's going to be one of the next great American female distance runners. So she's put a lot of faith in me. She's young, she's 22, she's the baby on the team, but one of the toughest people I've ever coached, I've ever met. I mean, she cares a lot, and she does the work that most people don't.
Like, he is so knowledgeable about both running and injuries, because he basically had any injury you could name while he was running. He definitely has done a really good job of knowing how to progress things and when I can do what. So it's kind of nice to have a coach that you can trust in, and then also once I'm actually running, trust that he knows how to really train. So
she has everything, every tool, like the calmest person, but also like fierce inside. It's something special. Like, I don't know that I've seen it in other people before, and so I have the most confidence that she'll be amazing and she'll have an amazing career.
Done. No, this is my. If I beat Geordie anytime this season, you have to eat beat-ups with me. What? Yeah, and then if you beat me anytime this season,
As a foreigner, I didn't really know too much about Dathan until probably my senior year. I have a few Michigan roommates at the University of Wisconsin, so they obviously were raving about this guy called Dathan Ritzenheim, so I had to look him up, and then had a phone call with him, and it was kind of that click connection even before we met.
I believe in like just having the feel.
I believe in the feel, but then sometimes the feel gets carried away.
Yeah, Ali, nothing he does surprises me anymore because he can do anything. Truly one of the hardest working, humble, great guys to be around, but like, I've never seen a combination of speed and strength as I have with someone like Ali.
With the sport that we do, it's a lifestyle, and he definitely has lived that lifestyle and has a reputation to show it with three-time Olympian, and from 1500 up to marathon, he's definitely had a fantastic career. So having someone with that so much experience, and also very young too, which is kind of exciting because he's still there. He still knows everything going on.
Ali is he's special. Like, he can throw down with Carlos running 36-second 300 and then turn around with Joe and do a long tempo, and I'm like, I don't know which event this guy can't do. I mean, he could do everything.
I didn't think there's a good coach out there, yeah, like a perfect coach, until I met Dathan. Like, I was like, how is it possible? Like, no other coaches are like him, you know? He's not only a coach, but sometimes more important is being like a good person and a good human being and like an understanding and supporting.
Alicia, I think, is someone that when we first started working together, she was in a bad spot. I mean, really, really bad health situation, and she could barely walk up the stairs without rest for months. And so we've battled through some demons, and now every run she does is like a PR long run or a PR workout.
So he's been there for me for sure. When I joined him, I was running 20 miles a week at 9:30 pace. I was struggling, crying, and he stood right there next to me. And now here we go, and I'm the fittest I've ever been, I think. I mean, the workouts say so.
And I really want her to get in that situation where she can shine in her true event, and which is the steeple. And I think we're putting in all the work where she's going to be stronger than ever. And so I'm excited to see where she goes. And then Joe is the first man I started working with for the team here when it was the OAC. We have some kind of special bond, I think, because we went to CU together. And I see a lot of characteristics of him and me. I mean, type A personality, but there is not a person that will do more than Joe. I mean, if I told Joe to run 300 miles a week, he would. Sometimes it frustrates me because he has maybe more stubbornness than I do in some ways, and so I think he breaks me down sometimes. If he wants something, Joe is gonna do whatever it takes to get there. But that's what it takes to be great sometimes. Like there's gonna be a lot of hurdles in the way, but Joe doesn't even think about it. If there's a hurdle in his way, he finds a way to get around it. He pushes through. It doesn't matter. And so I think he's gonna be an amazing. I mean, he's already amazing in these track distances, but he's going to be something special on the roads. In the marathon, he just has the mentality. And I got to be smart, and say this is 4 or 5 years before we get there. But I think he really has bought into the training, and he bought into the things that I say first and foremost. And having that trust and faith, like, I don't take that lightly, because I went through so many mistakes in my career, and for the team to be able to trust me, move to this new place, start a team out of nothing, it's humbling a little bit, but also it's something that I just gotta make sure that I think of every single one of them, because that's what we sold to them about this team is we want to make you better. We want to put together the right people that get you there, but it's going to be about you. Like, we want you to be able to do everything that you want in your career, and so this team's going to support you, and I'm going to support you, and we're going to walk away at the end, whether it's you accomplished the things that you wanted to or not, and know that you did everything the way that you wanted to, and you can feel proud of it. And so this team is special because we've brought together all those personalities. Everybody's different, and so when we bring a new person in this team, they're going to have to meld into this team, because this is a cohesive group of people that are pushing each other to be their each individual best. And so I'm just really proud of the work we've started, and I think there's a lot more that's about to happen.